I'm like the worst TikTok astrologer of all time. Every single astrologer has already gotten onto this app and done their Pluto Stations direct in Aquarius for the first time and only time in our lifetimes. Pluto has already been in Aquarius. It's entered Aquarius. It's stationed retrograde in Aquarius, but it has not yet stationed direct in Aquarius. What is a station? It means that a planet essentially or seemingly slows down, like stops, and then turns direction, either retrograde or direct. So we've never seen Pluto station direct, going back forward in Aquarius in our lifetimes. We have seen it stationed retrograde, but then it retrograded back into Capricorn, and then it stationed and came back into Aquarius. But this is the first time that we've had a halting screech and then a turning in, or turning back around to go forward. Now, in astrology, planets, when they are in retrograde, they are pulling the energy inward. We are being self-reflective. The mundane astrology, that's the astrology of the collective. The collective, the groups of people are reflecting on, they're potentially learning about certain things in relation to that particular planet. Now, what does this mean for Pluto? What does Pluto mean in that particular planet? Pluto is, it's the basic, like, death and rebirth. It is the underworld. It's the deeply, like, subconscious, the conscious collective healing that needs to be done. It's the darkness. It's other people's money. It's debts. It's the esteem of others. But on a mundane level, it's often there to show us the dark side of whatever institution or collective topic that it happens to be transiting in a country's chart. So I want you to think when you're looking at Pluto. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm probably gonna age myself here a little bit, but it's okay. And I'm not gonna show pictures because I don't know if they're like copyrighted or anything. But remember the second Ghostbusters from the 80s, like the OG Ghostbuster movies. And I think it was the second one that had the pink, like, slime underneath the city of New York. They come down in the sewage system and they see this pink, like, slimy sludge in a river, and they wind up taking a sample of this sludge, and they go and they bring it back to their lab, and I think it was Eichmann maybe. He's talking to this sludge and he's saying horrible things to it. He's yelling at it, he's screaming at it, and this sludge is just growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's taking on the energy of anger and sadness and misery and terror and all of these, like, negative emotions, and it's just flowing underneath the city. That's the energy of, like, Pluto, especially when it is in retrograde, because nobody at this point had seen this slime. It was there, it was just growing, it was just festering, it was just increasing in size as the city was not proceeding in love, was not proceeding in kindness and in joy. It was just angry. Everybody was angry. And at some point, it started to come out of, like, the sewer grates, and it winds up escalating to such a point that, like, it covers the whole city. That's the energy of Pluto direct. It's when Pluto finally reveals itself. Whatever was festering during the retrograde, whatever was going on underneath the surface in the sewage, so to speak, it starts to reveal itself. It starts to come through the sewer grates. It starts to reveal itself. We start to see what is actually in the darkness, what's not working. And we're forced to really look at what we need to work on, either on an individual level. If Pluto's doing anything to your chart, this typically does need to be aspecting, touching, communicating, conversating, in some level or degree, something in your chart in order for you to really feel it. But on a collective level, we're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it. It may not be touching something specifically like the United States natal chart, but we are going to collectively feel it. The last 6 months or so, we have been all kind of waking up. We are communicating, we are talking to each other, but this is happening in our third house. The way that we communicate, the way that we're learning. So we are learning, and it's crazy that they would actually cut, and by crazy I mean like, that they would cut funding, or that they would fire everyone in the department that it manages, deals with, enforces special education to those with disabilities. Literally like the day Pluto goes direct. Because in our third house, that is literally like the education system of a country. In your chart, it's elementary education. So it's like, tell me astrology's not real. Like, I will not believe you. So we are collectively as a whole starting to see like where there's cracks in our communication, cracks in our education system. We're starting to see that like history is written by the victors, and maybe, just maybe, we're being indoctrinated. We're being lied to in our classrooms. We're being, censored on apps like this. We're not allowed to talk. The freedom of speech that we have all held so dear is very much at risk. It's in danger. We're starting to see that. We've started to kind of like slowly see that the last couple months as things have been censored, as things have been, people have been deported, people have been fired for the things that they're saying, because the third house is also about communication. This is what Pluto in Aquarius is ruling, or is showing us. It's pointing out to us that as a collective, we do not have the rights that we think we do or that we should have. This is the time where the pink sludge is coming out of the grates, and it is just fucking up the city. It's just covering it. And we are left to try to figure out how to clean this shit up. Where do we even begin? We don't even know what this is. We have no precedent for this. Not in our living memory. Absolutely, like, there's this in history books for sure, but how do you start a revolution when you've never been a part of one? How do you communicate when you're being censored? How do you educate the masses when the propaganda war has run so deep? So this is what we are going to be dealing with over the next 6 months as Pluto goes direct and continues to chug along in direct motion until it will eventually retrograde again, as it typically does for about 5 or 6 months out of the year. But that's it. I just wanted to get on and do my astrological Pluto Stationed direct video on the 13th of October. So there you go. There you have it. I did it. Nailed it. Tell me what you think. I'll see you in the next one.